Good morning, everybody. It's Monday the 3rd of October 2022 and the time has come to begin our journey home via Clapham. I've got to go and see, oh, that's a big plane. Is that an A380? Look at that. British Airways A380. Just gliding along. Is that going to Heathrow? Just checking. Anyway. So yeah, so begins our journey home. We're here at Birkbeck Station. So that we can get to Crystal Palace, and from Crystal Palace we'll go to Clapham Junction, and then I'll pop over to RAD HQ, have my little meeting, and then we head home. I would have bought you some of the packing this morning, but was quite tight on time by the time I got up and then sort of showered and washed my hair and everything. So yeah, there wasn't really any time. I cut it quite fine at the Travelodge actually. One of the wheels on my case is completely destroyed. It's kind of at a complete angle, so I'm going to have to get a new case before I go skiing. But yeah, feeling okay this morning. Didn't sleep particularly well. Obviously, naturally, every time I moved, the pain was just something else. So yeah, I basically woke up every time I moved, so not the best night's sleep, but hopefully I'll sleep a little better tonight. My knees are in pieces and felt like something went in my right knee while we were walking down here. So, it's not so great, but I'll get some more ice on them later and hopefully I can speed them up, but it's still not sunk in. Still not sunk in. That I actually did the London Marathon and did it in a great time as well. Like, maybe in a week it'll have sunk in? Who knows? The train we just got off, we only went one stop.
The train now approaching platform 1 is ready to turn, continuing, 7, service to
Okay, so I just got off the train at Clapham Junction. I've left Graham at the station. He's going to photograph some trains, and I'm now headed down to RAD HQ. Should take me about 15 minutes to walk there, which should be just nice time. Now the last time I was there, the reason I'm going in is I actually put a suspension study form in August because since the loss of my granddad really and other things that happened afterwards, my mental health has been terrible. Like, it's really gone downhill to the point where I had to reach out for professional help, and which obviously I mentioned in an earlier vlog. So what I'm kind of basically, I put the form in because I was really struggling with my studies. I wasn't able to focus on them with everything that was going on. And the tutor that I had for Module 2 suggested I could put a suspension study form in, which basically means I freeze up to where I was up to, and then I can pick it up again next year. So I took that option, but I hadn't heard anything back for a while, so I thought as I was going to be in London, I thought as I was going to be in London, it made sense to kind of arrange a meeting just to go and kind of check what's going on, check that the form went through okay, just to kind of take some strain off really. So that's why I'm heading down and really So the last time I was there, I was through. My mum and I came down to the open house, the official opening of the new RAD HQ, and really that was the start of it all, because it was on the train home from that we got the call to say that my granddad was deteriorating. So, and of course we then lost him like a few days later. So really, sort of, that was kind of the start of it. So, yeah, it's like 5 months of just hell, really. I'm hoping with having run the marathon yesterday, that will provide me with some closure. Just kind of let it go. But it's going to take a while. I mean, everyone's different with like a grieving process, and you know, running the marathon's definitely been a big part of it for me. It kind of gave me something to focus on, something to work towards, and do something amazing. And actually, my Just Giving page, I've made so much money in the last 24 hours. It's now up to £910, which is amazing. I've still got some family to donate as well, so I'm actually going to get over £1,000 for Dementia UK, which is just incredible. So yeah. Anyway, I better speed up a little bit here, even though my knees are protesting at me, because I am running quite tight on time. So I'll catch up with you later. Okay, made it back to Victoria, and I was just waiting for the train, well, the tube back to Euston, which is due any minute now. Which way is it coming from? No. Really positive talk at the RAD. I'm glad I went. It was the right thing to do. It should be here, the train, the tube, but no sign of it. Are there any delays on here today? I can feel a breeze.
The next train will be a Victoria Line service calling at all stations to Walthamstow Central. Please stand behind the yellow line as the train approaches. Use the full length of the platform and let customers off the train first.
It'll do, perfect. Okay, so we've just got on the Avanti West Coast train. There wasn't time to film the departing Victoria Line train, but it's a good job we came straight here, so we literally had time to buy lunch at the shop and then run for the train. We managed to get a table seat thanks to Graham's knowledge of the rail network and signalling diagrams that he looks at online. So yeah, we're in coach C, it's an unreserved coach. So yeah, just bought lunch. We pretty much got the same each, so yeah, just gonna eat now and then take the journey home. Here we go. Bye bye London Euston. Until our next great adventure. Went over the bridge, or about to go over the bridge. That's the train that we were on from London. We've now moved over to Wigan Moorgate Station. there's Greyfish walking right in front of our shot. A fairly now I need to zoom out. Oops, wrong way. A fairly seamless journey back up north, really. Except then we get here and find out our train is cancelled, so we have to wait 20 minutes for the next one. So, yeah, a little bit of a wait, but although saying that, we would have actually missed it, wouldn't we, because we were running late. So we would have actually missed it anyway, but that's not the point. So yeah, not too long to go now. Okay, so we just got off the last train there. Just in the background, that's about to set off for Southport. I've given Gray the case because my poor knees can't take anymore. Look at him fly up the stairs with that. The guy's a machine, but not as much as me because I ran a marathon. Gray's equally as good at his running. He just specialises in 400 metres and 800 metres. He's a sprinter, not a marathon runner. And he's already across the road, the cheeky monkey. It's alright, I can get across now. Oh. But yeah, so got the medal on because I want to be able to walk in and show my dad that, hey, I did it. Oh god, my Gray slowed down, my knees have seized up again. The case is complete, the case wheels are complete. I mean, the wheel's actually still going round, believe it or not. But the actual wheel holder itself is completely destroyed. So, yeah, that's me buying a new case, that's for sure. But, oh, it's just amazing. Still hasn't sunk him. And I don't think it will for a little while, to be fair. But, yeah, if I can just say one thing, if you're ever thinking about doing something crazy like this, don't hesitate, just do it. Just do it, because just experiencing something like that, where you've got thousands of people cheering you on, there's no feeling like it. It's indescribable, it's just amazing. Right, okay, all done there. Showed my dad my medal. He took a couple of pictures in the garden with the medal on. He wanted to know if my team vest was handy, but it's in the bottom of the case, in with the rest of the running kit ready to be washed. So, next part of my journey will actually take me straight to the dance studio in West Kirby. So, yeah, I hope I've got some clothes I hope I've got some pants that I can change into to dance in, because I can't dance in chinos. Okay. My legs. Ouch. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, that hurt far more than it should. Thing is, everything's stiffening up now. Like, literally, stop moving my seat. He has moved my seat. But yeah, so gonna head over to West Kirby now, and I don't know, I'm just kind of still reflecting, really. It's just, I mean, what an experience. Just everything. Just being at the start with all the other athletes, the crowd, with the noise, the 26-mile street party. It's just amazing. It's absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, I can barely put it into words. Anyway, I'm going to drive and kind of just have a little think about everything, and I'll see you in West Kirby. Okay, so I'm at the dance studio now, and I'm actually going to do some tap. This is going to hurt. Okay, so the tapping did not work, and like literally the second I tried to move, I couldn't even psychologically get myself to move, because the second I thought about putting full weight through my right leg, I just I can't do this, so I didn't. So yeah, that went very well, but yeah. So I'm just heading out now, because apart from like lunch on the train, I haven't actually, apart from like my cereal this morning and the lunch I had on the train, I haven't actually had anything substantial to eat today. And obviously I could barely eat last night, so like last night I had half a panini and a handful of chips, because I just couldn't eat anything. So yeah, just gonna go and get something to eat now, and try and get some of those carbs back in. because goodness knows I used a lot of them yesterday. Home. And that is going to bring my marathon journey series to a close. I realise as I say this that I am behind on uploads, but it's been quite hard because trying to balance 2 full-time jobs with Royal Mail and the dance school and fit all my training in, and obviously as I got closer to the marathon my training increased in distance, which meant that I was out for longer, which meant less time to do other stuff. I mean, I haven't cleaned the house for weeks, I've been that busy, so that's why I got a little bit behind on uploads, but I'm hoping to have this up sort of by maybe the Friday, latest of Saturday next week. So I want the whole series to be complete on the channel within a week, so that it'll be less than a week since the event. So I can only apologise for the delayed uploads. Believe me, it's been tricky. I've been trying to balance everything, burning the candle at both ends, just as I kind of reach the end of my training and actual event week. It's been crazy. It's been an absolute roller coaster of emotions, of physicality, just everything. But it all led to that moment yesterday when I crossed the start line, and then when I hit that sprint finish before the finish line, and which, if I've been successful in I haven't looked yet, but if I've been successful in finding the video clip on BBC Sport of myself crossing the finish line, you'll have already watched that because it'll be in this video. Everything led to that moment of me hitting that sprint finish to cross the finish line. All my training just, and do you know what? I've got to say thank you to my dad for telling me to run the full distance before the actual race, because thanks to that, I knew that I could keep going for 26.2 miles without stopping. I knew in my head that I could do it, and just having that little psychological thing, knowing that I could do it, it helped so much. And like, I think even from like this sort of 17 mile point onwards, maybe even sooner than that, I was starting to pass people who were walking, and I thought to myself, wow, my training might have been completely unorthodox with doing sort of power walking, endurance walks, and only started running a month ago, but it's worked for me. I mean, it probably wouldn't work for somebody else, but for me, it worked. Like that plan just worked to an absolute T. And I couldn't be more thankful that that's how I did things. It's worked out brilliantly, and I was able to keep going. And I mean, coming out with 5 minutes, I wish, 5 hours, 10 minutes and 43 seconds, like, that's just incredible. And according to Strava now, I don't know how accurate this is, but apparently I ran mile 25 in 9 minutes 43 seconds. I mean, come on, that's just insane. But I definitely must have run faster somewhere, because if I was running an average of 11.17 minutes pace per mile, for me to finish in 5:10:43 means that somewhere along the line I've picked up the pace rather rapidly. But I mean, I've no idea where. But yeah, I mean, what an incredible experience. Just reflecting on it, like, yesterday was it was one of the best experiences of my life. Like I said earlier, if you're thinking, oh, maybe I should do it, should I give it a go? Give it a go. You know, I've been in football stadiums and crowds of, like, well, what's Deepdale's max capacity? I've been in a couple of sold out Deepdales where there's been about 24,000, but the crowds yesterday just blew it off the scale. Like, I mean, apparently there's 42,000 races, and then the crowds there must have been hundreds of thousands of people lining the streets for the whole course. And, you know, I'd just like to say thank you to each and every one of you supporters, because you've no idea how much you help us, those of us who are running, to keep going. And like, as I got nearer the end, and to hear people shout to me, "You're looking really good," I thought, yeah, this is my training paying off. And it really gave me a boost. And whoever was in charge of DJing about the 24-25 mile mark, thank you so much for being up to playing Safri Duo as I went past, because that is one of my favourite dance tracks, and just to hear that as I ran past, wow, did that give me a boost. You know, I mean, some people like to run with headphones in, but from the start of this whole process, I've not had headphones in from the start. But yesterday it was even more special because, like, you could just hear, you didn't need headphones because there was people playing music, like, there was people playing music at one point that sounded like the sort of Jamaican music from Cool Runnings, and I was like, yeah, this is so cool. And just the noise level was just, and like especially around central London and like sort of getting towards the end of the course, the noise, the wall of noise was just unreal. But it just gave me such a lift, and probably everyone around me as well. So thank you, supporters, from the bottom of my heart. You guys are amazing. It's like people kept shouting to me like, you're amazing. Well, you guys are amazing too, because without your support, we runners can't get around the course. Like when I did my training run, when I did my last training run, which I did the full 26.2 miles, I really struggled by the end. And I actually did my last training session, of course, in 5 hours, 48 minutes. I ran 40 minutes faster yesterday, which is just insane. But also, I knew I had it in me, because when I did my 21-mile training session, I did it in 4 hours, 11 minutes, and I knew I had an hour on, so that was about 5:11 to 5:15. So I knew I had it in me, but it's just unbelievable. Truly, I don't think I think I'm still at a point yet where it's not fully sunk in. It probably will over the course of the next week or so, and obviously I'll watch all of the footage back as I'm editing the other vlogs, and I've got to say, credit to my brother and my cousins yesterday. Like, my brother showed me the footage last night when we got back to the travel lodge, and honestly, it just blew me away, because every clip, once I handed the camera over, tells a story. Like, seeing me just after the start, and then kind of the train journeys in between, it really shows that story. And it's just, and then the fact that they got so close to the finish, like right on that last bend before the home straight, like that was just amazing. That was so good. And, you know, I've really got to give a huge shout out to my brother Graham, without whom this trip and this experience probably wouldn't have been possible. Out of the goodness of his own heart, he paid for the hotel, he paid for the train tickets, and then still put £50 in the sponsorship fund last night. Like, Gray, without you, this wouldn't have happened. I couldn't be more thankful. And like, just all the coaching tips and the advice, and just always being on the end of the phone. I just can't thank you enough. I really can't. Everyone needs a brother like you. Yeah, it's just been an incredible experience, and like, there was waves of emotion kept hitting me at different points yesterday. I swear those are the moments that my granddad was with me, because the same thing kind of happened when I was doing my last training run. So I know my granddad was there in spirit. If there's two little regrets I have, it's not whipping my phone out and taking like a panoramic camera shot at the finish line, and the other one, my brother actually had the Bryant 84 shirt in his backpack. The only thing I wish I'd done is that when I met up with them with my brother and my cousins afterwards, I wish that I'd got the shirt out of the bag and got a picture with the medal and the shirt in my Dementia UK vest. But I don't know, I think I was just kind of caught up in the emotion of everything, and I just kind of lost all kind of train of logical thought. But yeah, another shout out actually to obviously my brother Graham and my cousins Sophia and Lawrence. Thank you for being my cheerleaders. I'm sorry I yelled at you at Canary Wharf. You see, basically what happened was, I didn't know, so I'd seen them like before Tower Bridge, at whatever the place was called, I can't remember. And then I didn't see them again for 2 hours. And I was thinking, where the hell have they gone? Now, it turns out they were actually at around the 13, 14 mile mark. Now, I thought, as I'd run past that, I'd heard someone yell my name, but I couldn't see anybody. I couldn't see them. So I thought it was just like, I thought I'd either imagined it or just someone random had shouted, which obviously happened a lot. But it turns out it was them, but they were on the wrong side of the road, so I didn't see them. So when I got to Canary, I kind of hit a kind of, not so much a real physical wall, but I started to feel the effects a bit, sort of around mile 15, and I'm thinking, where the hell are they? Anyway, when I got to Canary Wharf and they yelled and I saw them, and I literally yelled, I thought you got lost, which obviously you'll have heard in yesterday's vlog when I upload it. But yeah, no, they were the best cheerleaders, and just to have you all there with me as part of the journey, it was wonderful. Like, it's just incredible. So to anyone who wants to do it, I'd say find a charity that's close to your heart, get a team of cheerleaders around you, and just go for it, because I can promise you it will be one of the best days of your life. And thank you to all my sponsors as well, because with a few family ones still to come in as well, I'm actually going to surpass the £1,000 mark. My original target for Dementia UK was £2,500, but they said that's just kind of a loose. They said you don't have to get to it. That's just something to aim for, but it's not the end of the world if you don't get to it. But I am actually going to get over £1,000, so I am going to break the 4-figure barrier, which I'm absolutely thrilled about. So thank you to each and every one of you who sponsored me. If you still want to support me, you can. Dementia UK are keeping my Just Giving page open for another sort of 3 weeks or so, till roughly the end of the month. So I will leave the link in the description below if you'd like to kind of post-race donate. Every penny helps. I mean, Dementia UK do brilliant work, so please do support them. So yeah, what a roller coaster. It's like I'm tired, I'm sore, I'm achy, my knees are in bits, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Will I do it again? I don't know. I mean, I've left the door open, but for me, because I had such a specific reason for running the marathon and doing it for my granddad, I feel like if I did it again, it might take the meaning of this one away. So I think I might just leave it at that. I am going to carry on running long distance because I have enjoyed it. I have enjoyed the process. So I will probably continue to run up to half marathon distance, but I probably won't go further than that. I'll look for some local events. Obviously not for a little while. Obviously I need a couple of weeks off from running now. And then, well, for me now, really, the ski season starts. I mean, technically, my local club down the road, Oval Ski Club, actually started back about 3 weeks ago. But I obviously haven't been on my skis yet because obviously my focus was the marathon, and I couldn't jeopardise that for anything. So I haven't actually skied yet this winter season, but I'm leaving it open for this coming Sunday because my knees might need a bit more time. But yeah, generally speaking, from here on out, the ski season begins for me. So if I do some running, it won't be for a few weeks yet. I just need to sort of rest up, heal up. I'll probably start running again. Actually, I've got a couple of weeks annual leave from work at the end of October, so I've only got 3 weeks in work, and then it's that. So I will probably start running again. Those 2 weeks, just some little round the block things, and then I'll start going a bit further again. And then maybe in the new year I'll look into doing some local events, maybe chucking a park run or two. They sound like quite fun social events, so I might give that a go. But I'm so glad that I took on this challenge, and I hope I made my granddad proud. I mean, all this came about because of him, and yeah, what an experience. Anyway, I am getting very tired now, and I've just realised I haven't got any milk, so I'm going to have to run up to the shop. Well, I say run, hobble. I'm going to have to hobble up to the shop and buy milk, because I know for a fact that when I get up in the morning, I'm not going to want to go to the shop and buy milk. So if I don't go and buy it now, I've got nothing for breakfast. And I'm back in work tomorrow, so I'm going to head up to the shop now to get some milk. Or I could just go do it in the morning. I might just do it in the morning, actually. No, actually, I think... I don't know. I'll either go and get my milk now or I won't. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for supporting me on this journey and for watching. Like I said, I'll leave my link in the description below. The link is still open until the end of October if you still want to support me. If you want to follow me on socials, you can do so on Twitter and Instagram at This Is Neats. If you've enjoyed following my marathon journey, I mean, obviously this is kind of a one-of-a-kind series, but as I kind of start to get more time and sort of start to expand the channel, obviously at the moment we've really got Matchday Vlogs, and then we've had this series, The Journey to the Marathon. I'm going to start expanding now. I'm going to start my skiing series, and then sort of maybe move forward into other areas as well. So please drop us a subscribe if you want to follow more of my content and see where our journey takes us. So yeah, all that's left to say is thank you very much for watching and joining me on this marathon journey, and I will see you all soon.